Dear students, while you are giving a lecture or any communication, your speed of speaking, the calmness and composed style of speaking is very important. Because everything which is evaluated in service selection board is to evaluate your confidence, is to evaluate how composed and calm you are. प्रिय विद्यार्थियों, मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ, आप जब बातचीत करते हैं, चाहे वो ग्रुप डिस्कशन के जरिए करें, चाहे लेक्चरेट के जरिए करें, आपके अंदर का तनाव आपको नियमित करना आना चाहिए. यू शुड नो हाउ टू लुक कॉन्फिडेंट. आत्मविश्वास से परिपूर्ण दिखना आवश्यक है आपके लिए. एक अधिकारी को बहुत जरूरी है कि अपने मन की स्थिरता को कायम रखें. जब कभी पिता परिवार में घबराए दिखता है, whenever a father looks scared in a family, it has a huge impact on the family. पूरे परिवार पे नकारात्मक असर पड़ता है. Similarly, if you who aspires to be officer tomorrow, या जो लोग आगे चल के अधिकारी बनना चाहते हैं या अपने पैरों पे खड़ा होना चाहते हैं, चाहे वो अग्निवीर के जरिए क्यों ना हो, they have to look composed, they have to look स्थिर, बिल्कुल शांत दिखना चाहिए. शांत का मतलब मुंह से बंद नहीं हो जाना है, पर आपके चेहरे में जो भाव होना चाहिए उसमें तनाव बिल्कुल नहीं होना चाहिए. ये कलाकारी या ये हुनर आपको अभ्यास के जरिए आ जाएगा. This kind of thing will come through practice. But you have to focus also in your practice. That I have to speak confidently. अगर आप बोलचाल में घबराएंगे, if you will panic, you are unfortunately spoiling your entire performance because they realize that as an officer you will fail them. अगर आप हड़बड़ाहट दिखाएंगे तो आपको निश्चित रूप से वो मान लेंगे कि आप चाहे अधिकारी बने चाहे सैनिक बने, आप निर्देश का पालन भी नहीं कर पाएंगे और निर्देश को समझ भी नहीं पाएंगे. इसलिए बहुत ज़रूरी है कि आप लोग कम्युनिकेशन वर्कशॉप में अपने आप से थोड़ा अभ्यास करना शुरू करिए. पूर्व अधिकारी लोग अक्सर शीशे के सामने अभ्यास करते थे. इरादा ये था कि आपका चेहरा बिल्कुल शांत दिखे. मैं ये नहीं कहता हूँ कि मैं इसमें माहिर हूँ, क्योंकि कई बार मैं भी समय के अभाव में तेजी कर रहा होता हूँ और भी कई कक्षाओं के तनाव में होता हूँ, तो मेरा जो बोलने का ढंग कभी कभी आप कुछ लेक्चर्स में देखेंगे विल बी मोर स्ट्रेसफुल, क्योंकि मुझे समय की पाबंदी परेशान करती है. तो ये बिल्कुल मानवीय है. इट्स नेचुरल ह्यूमन दैट यू विल ऑल्सो फील सो प्रैक्टिस सो दैट यू लुक कंपोज्ड. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, if you are speaking on any topic, you demarcate the topic in your mind mentally. Remember, in the lecturate exercise you will get 3 minutes to prepare. वो समय होता है कि आप अपने जो आपके दिमाग में विचार है उसको व्यवस्थित करें. मैं ये कहता हूं, यूटिलाइज दैट टाइम फॉर रिवाइजिंग. व्यवस्था अभी से करना शुरू कर दीजिए. स्टार्ट ऑर्गेनाइजिंग नाउ इटसेल्फ. इफ व्हाइल स्पीकिंग you organize that I have to speak this, then I have to speak this, then I have to speak this, then I have to speak this. So you will not only have variety of thoughts, but you will be able to organize all your thoughts into a coordinated system. We have given you a lot of ideas, but it is time that all of you work on this line very importantly. God bless you if you are good in speaking, but don't be overconfident. अगर आप अभ्यास नहीं करेंगे तो ये दुख की बात है, उस समय आपका दिमाग जानकारी के अभाव से या व्यवस्था के अभाव से या घबराहट के कारण गलत कर बैठे, you will not be composed and you will not be confident. So I request, even if you are a wonderful speaker, fluent speaker, we want you to become relaxed and speak. There is no pressure whatsoever. They want to see your personality in a composed fashion. That is for lecturate. And यही बातचीत की कला, यही वाक पटुता, that means this communication quality will help you in group discussion. It will help you in group planning exercise. It will help you in your interview. It will help you in all exercises where you have to talk. अनावश्यक बोलने से कोई बात बनती नहीं है, व्यवस्थित बोलने से प्रभाव अच्छा बनता है। पर 3 मिनट बहुत ज़्यादा लंबा समय नहीं है, it's healthy time. But for 3 minutes you have to organize your thoughts. आप लोग ने कई बार देखा होगा, you must have done it many times, that you repeat thoughts. You have a tendency to repeat thoughts. Some people have different body problems also. They shake their legs. Their confidence, their unnecessary energy does not become composed. You have to be conscious. There's nothing wrong in shaking legs. There's nothing wrong in moving your hands. But anything on the extra will be negative. You have to be composed. People are inspired by calm and composed personalities. लोग काम और कंपोज पर्सनालिटी से आकर्षित होते हैं, उनको सम्मान देते हैं। तो मैं भी चाहता हूं कि आप लोग इस कला में माहिर होके जब अधिकारी बने तो आप उसमें सम्मान प्राप्त करें। Nobody was born a speaker. Nobody was. Some of you learned it a little early, maybe in the school. Some of you learned it a little bit later, maybe in the later school or in college. Or some of you must have practiced before coming to any kind of competition because you require it. आप में से कई लोग ने पहले सीखा होगा, बीच में सीखा होगा या कॉलेज के उपरांत सीखा। पर बोलना अगर आप सीखेंगे नहीं तो इतने बाहुल्य, हमारी जनसंख्या बाहुल्य देश है, it is most populated country, you will be forgotten and you will be ignored and you will become from a capable personality to one of the worms. आप कीड़े के दर्जे में। तो अगर आप बोलने की कला में तुरंत काम नहीं करते, it will be harmful. I've always said, you divide your speech into sections. Introduction, सबसे पहले आप शुरुआत कीजिए एड्रेस से। एड्रेस को पाखंड में मत खड़ा करिए। Thank you for calling me, what a wonderful day, oh it is very great opportunity, ये सब मत करिए। सरल सपाट रहिए। हम लोग आजकल फॉरेन मिनिस्टर, एक्सटर्नल अफेयर मिनिस्टर सुब्रमण्यम स्वामी जी को, जे सुब्रमण्यम को देखते हैं। Am I right? इवन सुब्रमण्यम स्वामी भी बहुत अच्छे वक्ता है, बट उनकी वाक पटुता कुछ अलग दिशा में। बट पर्टिकुलरली एक्सटर्नल अफेयर मिनिस्टर, अगर आप उनको ध्यान से देखें, जयशंकर जी को, तो आप पाएंगे कि बड़े कूल होके, कंपोज्ड होके बोलते हैं। इसी तरह आप आदरणीय मोदी जी को पाएंगे, इसी तरह आप सही अच्छे वक्तव्य लीडर्स को पाएंगे, इंक्लूडिंग बराक ओबामा, इंक्लूडिंग the earlier good speakers. You have to be cool and composed so that you can deliver what you want to tell. कहने का प्रारूप सही से आए। Divide your point, address कर लीजिए। Respected sir and my dear friends, छोटा, सूक्ष्म, साफ। इसके बाद इंट्रोडक्शन, अपने टॉपिक के बारे में बताइए। I want to speak few lines on this, or the point I want to speak on is this. ज़्यादा लंबा मत खींचिए, सीधे मुद्दे पे आइए, उसकी परिभाषा दीजिए, डेफिनेशन दीजिए वो क्या है। अगर उसके इतिहास के बारे में आप जानते हैं, if you know something about the history, go ahead, tell about the history of that thing. You have already introduced, you have already defined, now you go to history. Then you come down to certain things, facts. Then you come down to certain things which you believe are important opinion, expert opinion. And then you come down to your own opinion about the whole thing. In this process, you can summarize what you have said and end it with a good conclusion of positivity and hope and in a concluding manner. It is a very simple exercise, but आपको करनी पड़ेगी. Remember, communication includes your body, it includes your eyes, it includes everything. Okay, suppose I'm not a teacher. I'm a teacher, so I use my hands. Suppose I'm not a teacher and I have to give a small lecturate on, say, education for that matter. How will I organize it? Please note. Respected sir and my dear friends, I would like to speak few words on education. Education, as we all know, is a process which helps us to equip knowledge, to learn from lessons of the past, to gather information of the present, and thereafter be ready for the future. Education is a very important process because it also helps us to relay the information to the generation next. Education also helps us to logically communicate with each other, to create a world of order and peace. So education is very important. Education is also important for evolution of humankind because new challenges keep coming and education is the process which helps us to prepare for those new challenges. I'm sure you all know that in the olden times, human being was a nomad. He used to move from one place to the other place. They used to do their living by hunting, by eating fruits. Slowly and gradually they became pastoral. They started keeping pet animals, particularly cows, buffaloes, sheep, and thereafter they became pastoral. It was not very late when they realized that they can harness the earth in a very nice way and create their crops. And thus they came into the agricultural system. So the moment they came into the agricultural system, they started staying in one place, they started creating a society, organizing it properly, and thereafter the society multiplied, and so multiplied the challenges, and so multiplied the education as per the different needs. In the present time, we are not just a globe of few numbers, we are a globe of many billions, and this is a big challenge in itself. Our education is multiplied manifold times. We have different subjects. Now we have different areas of expertise to cater to the different needs of the society. Friends, we know today education is not limited to just one specific area. Now it's micro in its nature, that the expertise is going deeper and deeper, and because of the huge population, we need to not only master the depth but also have a general approach so that we can live very happily in the society. I remember the late President Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan sentence which said, education is not a boon, but it is also a weapon which we need to use to survive happily and to protect ourselves. This beautiful sentence speaks volumes because it speaks that education is our necessity as well as education is our shield, it is our ammunition, it is our arms, and it is also our invention which is going to take us further. In my opinion, education is not mere degrees. It is a sense of approach and attitude to harmoniously coexist. Unfortunately, the human beings today, when they gather education, they tend to aspire for more and more, and in the process they compete, and in the process of competition they even become aggressive and lead to war. Education is the only parameter which educates us to keep ourselves well balanced, and this is the truth. Lastly, I believe that education today needs to be of all shades, vocational, to academics, to scientific, to moral, to medical, so that we can become a complete person, we can live a long life, and also contribute to the society in the best of ways. Education is necessary, but education cannot be taken merely in few fronts. The education policy of the government lately has tried to multiply its application, yet much more needs to be done, and we need to learn. Human civilization will exist if we balance ourselves aptly, rightly, timely. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, what have I done? I've spoken simple, approximately 3 minutes, particularly for the speech. And I have spoken in all the dimensions. That is, I have spoken in introduction, I have spoken in this thing, I have spoken. Have I given great facts? No. But I have had a fluidity of thoughts. If you cover great facts also, a little bit, it will make it more better. So now the speech is a quality which you need to learn. I have tried to set an example only to make you understand that we are not looking forward for excellent this thing, but we are looking forward to a good communicator, good thinker, because behind communication, thinking is important. And your delivery has to be very smooth. There has to be no stress, no tension whatsoever. No repetition. How will you avoid repetition? When you will have clear parameters that I have to speak this, then I have to speak this, then I have to speak. So you'll never repeat. So all these practices you have to do, and I'm sure you'll do very well, particularly, and keep your cheerful side up. In your face, there should be no stress. In the group discussion, there is a different set of communication important, which of course speaks your body wise also. So I've tried to give you a very simple example in front of you, where I've tried to say, don't become rigid body, don't become like this, don't feel stressed, don't speak unnecessary too much of data, but speak something which everybody understands. Hope you all can learn from this small session to tap you, to knock you, to encourage you, to inspire you, and probably to tell you that you are a wonderful person already. All you have to do is consistently perform. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.